2020, Bonnie and Clyde. Tell a little story. And you know who it is. MK Ultra.
27 hearts beat.
I'm the best, yo, stylish, trash, recycling. My bitch, fuck your bitch with another bitch, I'm recycling. I'm the shit with another beat, I'm deciphering. Ooh, these niggas can't hide from him. Got a squad full of them, we go Jekyll and hide on them. Never was a fool, so I pull it with a bullet. Gotta pull it with a pull, it's like Nate I did. Pull up in Nate's gate, new say bullets and Nate dead. That's they made me heard he did. Lyrical prowess, not typical route to keep niggas around me. They fuck up the vibe. I'm crashing, no visine in the median. Vehicular homicide, driving in the right side driver, swearing his bitch was down the ride. They never get caught up, didn't get brought up. We can call them Bonnie and Clyde. Clyde was a motherfucker, always hitting the blunt. Bonnie was a cheap bitch, selling the cunt. Clyde was that nigga, always holding the gun. Clyde was that nigga, always holding the gun. Bonnie washed them doors and them pockets get run. Up and down the ass, they were having some fun. Clyde wrote a check that his mouth couldn't cash. Now he's laying in the ditch. Bonnie's still selling ass. No moral disorder. Got it from the top, got a disorder. Piss on the list longer than Appalachia Cola. Tatted on my dick, call me. Now I'm pedaling, climate the pedaling, hell too hot, I'm telling them. It's a rigorous mortis, atypical or this who I am. The verse king lurking, never put the pin down. Wouldn't want to be a man now, that's a man down. Fandom, Clyde, get him now, fan out in the phantom. I run it out, burn it out, learn out, hurt out, lurk out, burst out. You assume that I'm human with a syphilis, super killer, but I heard assume what the fuck you really doing with it. Soon you really gonna do it, I'ma do it, doesn't really mumble to it. Put him in the pot, make it come to a rappers, get the rappers in the cash fast. Too long with a bone and the last song, fast off. Wouldn't want to be a man now, that's the last song. Bitch. Fuck out of here. And you know, boy.
And we are back. Welcome to KY5, the greatest story ever rolled, episode 3. Give us a like, share. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe, and especially on Twitch, hit that subscribe. Give us a follow here. We're gonna jump right into where the party left off here. So we're in the dungeon. The party came up with a great, almost brilliant plan to accost the accosting goblins in their own cave. So what had happened was the group decided that they were going to use Fury the Harpy Eagle as a Stuka dive bomber with Reggie under him like a bomb in one claw and a wooden phallical shape in the other. While this was being cooked up, Machiavelli thought that he might be able to lend the aid of his magic to shoot a substantial fireball into the drum line of the goblin gaggle, and he happened to pick the weaklings of the goblin horde, which he abruptly lit on fire and sent them all screaming like banshees all over the place. Reggie successfully was dropped, and right before Reggie collided with the goblin chieftain, Renal placed a great shot into the chieftain's tummy. And this is where we're dropping our boys in right now.
Woo-woo.
Gentlemen, the 18 goblins dancing around the flames, it's almost like somebody pulled the record off of a record player. And they all turned to look at the horrific, gorish sight of Reggie just burrowing into goblin flesh on the chieftain who's sitting on the bone throne, overlooking the poor Kentish lord's son who has just shat himself and puked all over the place, chained to his cell. What do now?
Hold on, can I get some clarification on this shit? Is it like just like a drizzle? Is it like, how does it?
It is a shit rocket. I mean, it's just like poof, almost like it literally, for some magical, like, it almost feels like a god touched this boy's anus, to where when he shits his poop rocket, it goes through the bars that he's chained to and through the other side of the bars and the other side of the cell, just poof, right through, almost like if a owl or a hawk were to shit.
Just what he wanted clarification on.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad you didn't hit that one.
All right. So who has that bow? Does Zippy or Slug have it currently?
The what? The boat? Slug
boat.
has the boat.
Slug has the boat. All right, and we're having technical difficulties. I propose to Slug that he take the boat and throw it while stroking the
Who the
mast of the
Who the
boat.
fuck made you leader of the pack over here?
I said I propose that he
It's
throw
a
it while
proposal.
stroking the
Oh,
mast so that it
okay.
expands and lands on the goblins.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a probability dice. Okay, so, you want me to do what, kid?
Throw the boat, make it big, squish the goblins.
I knew there were there was a good reason why we brought you along, kid. Instead of him doing that, Slug gingerly grabs the boat from his bag and tosses it to you. So I need you to roll a dexterity check, please.
Okay, so that's 11 plus 3.
So you got a 14. Got a 14. Okay, so you're able to catch the boat, and you don't touch the mast that causes it to expand.
Okay, so then I'm gonna throw it and stroke it at the same time onto the goblins.
Okay, so I need you to go ahead and roll an acrobatics check
Do that
and then
again.
a ranged attack. Go ahead and do that again. Yeah. How are you going to do it with your hand?
Where's
in front of the camera, please. There you go.
Like that.
Hey, Fury, is there any light at the end of the tunnel?
Like that.
No,
you obviously don't have foreskin.
You're in a cave that it looks like it's been cut out, like it wasn't originally part of this design that the dwarves had built in the past. It looks like it was cut out with rudimentary tools and shit. It looks like a pretty big goblin burrow. Like they specifically were like, hey, we're gonna make our own shit within the shit. Yeah. There's no paths besides the entryway that you guys are standing in.
Gotcha.
All right, so acrobatics is going to be a 15 plus 7.
Okay.
And then range
you
attack.
rolled it. Yep.
Okay, so that's 12.
Okay, so Renal does his little strokey red rocket situation, like Cannibal Cupcake, strokey red rocket, and goes to throw it, and he throws it, but it narrowly misses the mark that he wanted to hit, and instead of hitting the gaggle of 18 goblins, soon as he hits that arc in his throw, the boat starts to expand at an alarming amount, like an alarming rate, and he takes.
Oh, God damn it.
Wow. Okay, he takes 11 of these fuckers that are just standing around confused, bowls them over, knocks all of them into the big blaze that they've been dancing around, and they start making a weird chattering. They're on fire right now. The rest of them now are like scattered, like fucking a bunch of birds that you throw a rock at, like seagulls. Like, oh my god! They're all running around, colliding into each other, trying to figure out what the hell's happening. And then they look to their leader, who now has almost no upper torso and has something in his stomach just shooting, like if a dog was digging in dirt like this. Yeah. There is just guts and green blood just getting just sprayed out in front of like everybody. You guys are standing there seeing this right now. It smells like singed butt and old mothballs.
That is something I should be familiar with. That's a good.
Yeah, I mean, you figure out how singed butt smells. I mean, when you try to light your farts on fire. So I think we're all
you're aware about how bad it's rank. It is rank. It's rank. It's nasty.
Yeah.
So you have 7 remaining fairly healthy goblins running around, smacking into each other, trying to find.
Where is Fury and Reggie at this point?
Reggie is literally burrowing into that fucking goblin. The phallic shape missed its mark, bounced off of a war drum, and is about 20 feet in front of you guys, 10 feet away from the fire and the cataclysmic event of the collapsible boat pushing all these guys into the fire. And Fury's kind of hovering around up high, looking for a place to land.
Just drop him.
Let's drop him down. Let's see what happens.
Drop Fury down.
Yeah, let's send him to attack.
Okay, go ahead and give me an animal check, please.
Dice. Come on, Vegas.
Come on, Vegas.
Big money, no whammies.
8
No
plus
whammies.
3.
8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get a 12. Fury gets a little lower, but isn't quite sure what your command is that you wanted.
8 plus 3 is 11. Just wanted to clarify.
So I just did that.
No, you said it was.
Did I say 12?
Yeah.
My bad. I was looking at something else real quick. Either way, 12, 11, it doesn't get it. So he doesn't know exactly what you want him to do. He does get lower in his flight path. He kind of is looking.
So I
to
get 2 turns, right?
You get another action, yeah.
Are we in
Let me
combat
set him
right now?
down again. I gotta put this guy to use at some point. Let me
Okay,
set him
go
down
ahead.
again.
So you whistle again.
Okay, now roll again. Vegas. 8 again.
So the bird, again, looking confused, drops down to pick up the falcon shape again, and then takes off like you wanted him to grab it.
My
So he's
dildo!
flying now
Excellent. At least it wasn't for
with the
naught.
falcon shape.
Okay. Go ahead, Machiavelli. What kind of ancient wisdom do you bring to the table today?
Let's see what I got. Okay, there. Let's add this.
What do you want to do?
Let's see. I think I want to try. What's my bonus actions? What's my 2-weapon fighting? Can I? Are we still all long range?
You guys are at, you'd have to close in with the enemy to hit him. Right now, they seem all pretty fucking confused. They're more horrified by Reggie's short work of the boss that's sitting on the chair, just being devoured by a fucking cracked out possum.
I'm gonna do a firebolt.
All right, closest or furthest away from you?
The closest to me.
Okay, you have 2 goblins. You have 2 goblins to their backs to you. Take a roll at advantage. They've ran into each other. One's like pissed off that the other one didn't fall like he fell, and he's really angry and chattering at him, angrily trying to pick himself up, and the other one's just completely confused.
2d20.
Do I roll?
Yeah, roll 2 d20s and take the greater number. You got advantage.
All right, 16.
Alrighty, you got a 16. Give me another one.
You can roll 2 at a time, by the way, Lou, if you click twice.
About 14.
So 16.
Okay, so 16
Good
plus
memory.
4. So 16 plus 4, you hit him.
Yeah, I knocked some shit out, right? Because I also
Yeah,
have
you hit him. Yeah, you get 16 plus 4.
14.
Yeah, but we take the higher number, Machiavelli. Yeah, because you were at advantage. So
that
because
is
they
not
weren't.
20.
So go ahead and roll your damage. 1d10.
Stop. All right, 5.
Alrighty, so you blow into your hand. A nice red ember starts to glow. You spin it up and then you shoot it forth. This ember strikes the back of the goblin, smacking him with a scream and almost an explosion on his back. Sends him sprawling, narrowly falling into the fire as well, but also falling over the goblin that's trying to get up, which again starts this big eruption of fighting between them two because he thinks he did it on purpose. So the goblin is alive, but very fucking burned at this point, and is now really upset at the damage to his backside that you did.
What sort of sound does his flesh make while it burns?
Sizzle.
Yeah.
Now you have a blackened goblin face down, ass up towards the fire.
Face down.
And Fury, are we actually in
Is his back
combat,
arched?
or-
Yeah, you're in combat.
Okay.
Actually,
So go ahead, Renal. Yeah, get your medicine there, Machiavelli. You need it. Get your medicine.
I gotta replace the
do
wick.
you want to go for Slug?
Yeah, I will go for Slug. Slug sees that he can't see Reggie and starts immediately, Reggie, where you at, little boy, pretty boy, where you at? And he's looking around, and as he looks around, he sees the objective of your guys' entire quest. Puking and shitting his brains out at the horrific sight, he realizes that Reggie is burrowing into the goblin. So the portly pixie hobbit starts to do almost like a running charge, bone shank in hand.
Be careful, Slug.
And Slug, while he's passing the felled goblins that Machiavelli had tied up again, he almost hip checks the one that's trying to dust himself off, and he falls over again. And he moves to strike the next goblin in front of him so that he can get to Reggie and the Kentish boy. And that will be a 4. He misses with his first one. And that's a 3. So he misses both strikes. He feels almost tired as he's swinging while he's running, and he's got that fat kid honk going like a and so Slug's turn ends.
Oh, Reggie.
Reggie.
Renal.
I missed Slug.
All right, so we've got still a few goblins by the fire, just confused as fuck.
Yep, and then you got 4 more on the other side of the fire, and 2 the opposite furthest direction, like diagonally from you.
Okay, so I'm gonna target with my short bow the one that's like immediately in the path of getting to the boy in the cage.
Okay. So
Am I coming to collect this meat anytime soon?
I'm going to try to work that in for you.
There's a lot of meat around there. That's all I'm saying.
Reggie might have ruined it all here right directly.
So that's 14 plus 5.
Okay, so you bring your bow up to your face and you notice how awful it smells since it's a goblin bow. Like it's almost like they smeared excrement all over it.
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and make a Constitution check real quick.
1.
You are disgusted and you puke while you shoot your arrow. Go ahead and roll damage. You are disgusted, and Zippy sees you puke. Zippy, what do you do when you see him lift the bow up to his face and puke?
I puke.
Zippy pukes. Machiavelli, go ahead and roll a Constitution check.
Oh no! I saw an episode of Family Guy like this.
Everyone puke. Whatever's in Lou's mouth, he should just fucking spit it out right now.
What'd you get on your Constitution check?
11.
All right, so you puke and you try to hold it in, and you kind of like choke on it for a minute, but then you just like let it all come out. Like you regard Zippy and you regard Ronaldo, and you guys just start puking. Like often you're puking. But Renal's arrow strikes true. Go ahead and roll damage, Renal.
That's 3 plus 3.
All right, so you shoot the goblin that's somehow dodged the fat, portly slug right in like the collarbone. Pop! And he gets sent kind of this way to where he's even more exposed to your line of fire. Go ahead and take your second action.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit him with another arrow from the disgusting short bow. 17 plus 5.
It's a shit.
Okay,
bow.
so you bring the poo-poo bow up to your face again, and you immediately start dry heaving again. Like, and it starts the whole chain of.
Why do I feel like Jeffrey does that a lot?
Yeah,
The last one was real. Sorry.
Is there water in here?
Yep, that's it. He starts doing that. Zippy's like cleaning himself off, and then immediately he's like, and he's like trying to get him to stop, like just stop. And Machiavelli is like doing one of these, just like, and he's doing the same thing. You send the arrow. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, 1 + 3, 4.
You
Oh,
shoot
no.
him right dead between the eyes. Fwat! And he falls right in front of Slug. Slug turns back and looks. I had it, kid. Yeah, you didn't have. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And he kind of goes down to like a leaning. Oh, fuck. Oh. All right, Zippy. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do one of these and just sorry everybody.
Send in the bird again.
All
I'm
right,
not
go
fucking
ahead.
shooting my stinky bow.
Well, no, yours is like kind of fixed.
Yeah, it's kind of fixed.
But it still smells, I'm sure.
Probably.
The shit bow.
I'm not shooting my stinky bow.
5.
So Fury the Harpy Eagle, super confused now about what you want him to do with what he thought you wanted the phallical shape. He drops the phallical shape. However, okay, Jesus Christ. He drops the phallical shape, and I mean,
You know I named
I
this
don't-
bird after you, right?
yeah, I almost don't have enough dice
Called
for this
Carmen,
damage. So you drop, or Fury the Harpy Eagle drops this phallical shape, and to you, Zippy, you see that this phallical shape is like dead on headed for one of the clumps of goblins that are standing right by the war drums, and it's actually like looking like it's going to hit one right in the face.
Oh yes.
Come on, Fury, baby.
20,
Math help.
30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, so with almost like an atomic bomb explosion that we saw in Beirut, boom! There is debris thrown from the side of that cave. I need everybody to roll dex saving throws.
Oh god.
Is this a duck from rock falling down?
No.
3. So 21.
Okay.
Let's see where I am.
I can hear the wailing.
16.
It's gotten bad in that explosion over there. That's
Oh yes, it has.
I got a 16.
+3.
Okay. And then Machiavelli?
I think overall, I think I got a 10. Let me double check. Here, let me put on.
Yeah. Do you have any?
So I got 7 plus something, right?
+2.
Yeah. So okay. Wow. Okay. So this explosion
But
in
I'm
about
not close. I'm not
a
as close.
20-foot circumference, 25 foot circumference in a circle around that area, it just ignites. Just boom.
Boom.
Everything in that area, with the amount of damage the phallical shape did, is dead. Fury's up in the sky, or up in the air. He's away from the damage. Yeah, no, he's away from the damage. However, Machiavelli, you get hit with debris, and you take 3 damage from getting hit with a goblin torso, a leg, and a war drum, with a big boom sound.
Started
So,
off with 10 out of 14.
Renault, you didn't get a 14. You got a 7.
No. His hit points. He's talking about his hit points.
Oh,
So you got to take out 3. But we rested, didn't we? No, we didn't rest yet.
No.
Yeah,
So-
you're pretty low there, buddy.
Renault ducks and covers, and then he notices a giant fire log coming straight at his face, and he does a sweet Elvis childlike backhand spring into almost like a crouching three point of contact like stance. And Zippy, like almost like drunkenly, just kind of sidesteps, and there's an entire like ball of flesh flying at him and explodes behind him, and he's just like, "The hell was that?"
Checked out what that dildo was for, I guess. Dropped a 5.
Hey, did we just win?
No. At this point, you've got 3 or 4 goblins still alive now, running, screaming at you guys. They're trying to get out of the cave, and they're running towards you, weapons in hand, just fear of fucking God in their eyes. They are terrified. Ah!
I see what
And
you
they
got
shouldn't.
going there, Jay.
Machiavelli, what are you doing?
We got
I
5
am.
goblins charging, scared out of their gourds.
You've just gotten hit by guts and body parts.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
just got
gonna
hit
do?
by guts. Everybody's running.
And a drum.
Yeah, they're running at you guys.
And when it hit
They're
you,
try-
it went boom.
So I'm gonna take cover. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna
So
retreat.
you're running the direction they're running. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna run. To
Go
the
like this, Lou. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna duck into the first crevice that I see.
Of course you will.
Oh, okay, go
You
ahead and
such
give me
a
an
pussy.
investigation check. Give me an investigation check. See if you could find a crevice.
Usually he's face first into the crevice.
Ass up.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, is that a 20?
Okay, you find a crevice and you foom.
Oh, no. I got a 19.
Yeah, you find a crevice and you get yourself in. Foom, you're in.
All right.
Boom.
Okay, Slug turns around and regards Machiavelli. What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to fight them. So he starts.
They're not running to the entrance. I thought
He
they were running
starts-
towards the entrance,
Yeah, they are, and you ran ahead of them and dunked into a crevice.
so they can go there. Now I join them, and then we attack from the backside.
Okay,
Left,
metagame.
backside, and crevices
Anyways.
and going face first. Aren't you?
Slug now realizes
Attacking from the
about
backside in the crevice.
Slug
Face
realizes the goblins are now en route and is pissed off that Machiavelli just fucking dipped out on him. And he looks at the kid. Hey, kid, I got this. As he's running, honking like a fat kid again. Honking with the bone shiv in hand, trying to catch up to the very fast green goblins. Swings, honking, and he makes a strike. The first one, he's able to he almost like trip falls with the shiv into the back of the fucking goblin to kind of slow him down. And that is a 7. So he grabs the shiv and just drags it all the way down while the goblin's running. As the goblin's running,
More guts.
he gets to almost like the tailbone, and it's like its spine starts just pulling out of its body while it's still like talking, and it keels over and just is shaking on the ground profusely.
All right, so I
Exactly.
joined everybody now. By now,
Hold, no, you don't. I'm not
not?
done yet.
that was my.
Because it's Slug's turn, goddammit.
You have to pretend to be Slug. Speak in a Boston accent.
All right. You're hiding, you friggin' douchebag. You gotta wait. You gotta wait your turn, all right?
We ain't
Do
on
what you
Clarkson. We ain't on Clarkson.
So honking,
Just for this.
honking and gasping for air, Slug gets up again and tries to catch up again to the next goblin that's running, and he's almost lined up with the crevice that Machiavelli is hiding in. Machiavelli, do you want to take an action?
Yes. Have they all gone past me now?
No, you've got one that's almost lined up with your crevice.
Is there any other crevices around, Lou?
Okay. I
What
wait.
happens if the crevice doesn't like what he's doing there?
What if
It's
what
it's
if
gonna eat
what
him.
if we're in France and it's crevasse?
It is. That's what I was
Well.
going to say. That's the first thing I was
A crevasse.
Sacre
Second of
bleu.
all, I also found some dope ass mushrooms that I want us to try later on. We're probably
In
gonna-
the crevasse?
In the crevasse? Okay,
Can we
so
make
you
a
put those
tea
in
out
your
of it and
pocket.
call it crevassier?
This is a fortune. This is a fortune. But
Crevasse.
we won't talk about that. That's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother
Oh.
show.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh.
so I anticipate him going right in front of me, and he's just gonna
Okay.
right past. I jump out right behind him, and then I shoot him a from behind attack.
Okay, so you want to hit him with your stick?
Yeah, no, I
From
have like
behind?
short range shit. Let me check this out. Hold on.
Watch that AoE damage there.
Put me on wait, no, I got the it's the unarmed strike melee attack. It's like a 5 reach. It's like a +2, and it does some other shit.
With your staff? Yeah, with your staff.
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
So I do it. I time it just perfectly, where it's like he's really close, so I can get him like within 5 feet and just really get him.
Okay, go ahead and give me two D20 rolls.
All right,
Is
so
that
just
Blue
like
licking a
20
crevasse behind him?
All right, I got a 10. That's bullshit.
10.
10.
2D20s. Okay, so go ahead and roll for your attack now.
T10.
Not that one.
Is that a D10?
Yes.
No, do you get to
Sounds
just
like
roll a
that.
single D20?
Just exit out and then go to D10 to start over. Just X, roll,
There you go. 20.
D10.
Do a D. No.
It's like fucking playing this game with Rain Man.
8. Oh, whatever.
All right.
You're dead in
So
place.
you jump out. Don't worry about any more rolls. You jump out and you smack the back of the head of that goblin, and you literally depress its skull with just a nasty like you smashed a watermelon. Just whap, and his back of his head's caved in. He goes sprawling face first, just limp body. As you jump out though,
We've taken
Slug runs right behind you, smacks right into you. Whop! You're both on the ground. Okay, Renaud.
Where are the goblins in relation to myself at this point?
They are like 2 or 3 foot in front of you, running hard to try and get by you.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my dual swords and put away the stink ass bow.
Okay, you kind of dry heave while you put it away gingerly.
But are the goblins trying to run away or trying to attack us?
Yes, they're trying to get the hell out of there because they have no idea what the fuck is going
Yeah, they've been
on.
routed.
So, and I'm gonna take a dual strike.
Let's
Just
them
one
go, and let's go keep going in the same direction.
as they come by me.
Okay.
How big are the goblin legs?
Why is my
Goblin legs?
Are they like short little legs?
green
Yeah,
screen?
about like that.
Yeah.
They're
Like-
not very big.
Tall, right?
Yeah, they're not very. The biggest one in there is just being disemboweled.
Yeah,
by
he's
Reggie
fucked.
right now.
Reggie's taking care of him still.
And I'm actually kind of disappointed. I was hoping to kick all of your asses with him.
Okay, so I'm gonna dual strike and kind of like try to hamstring them as they go by.
Okay, you're gonna try and cut their legs. Okay, Choppa, sick balls.
Okay.
Advise them not to, so we can just like let them keep going.
So that's a 7 plus 5 for the first one,
Plus 5.
Not gonna-
and then 13 plus 5 for the second one.
You missed the first one. The second one you hit.
Okay, so second one.
So the first one's like,
Yeah, he jumps out.
and the second one, and the second one's like,
Yeah.
That's 6
Exactly.
damage for the second strike.
6 damage. So you hamstring.
God, I think I blew my knee out doing that.
Not 37 anymore.
So you hamstring that one. He is on the ground, writhing in pain. He drops his scimitar, and he drops his scimitar, and he's holding his leg, just spit and fucking all over his jowls, and he's just at you, and looking at his leg, and then screaming just gibberish at you, like he's. Yeah, exactly. And you can sort of, as a kid, suss out that he's really upset that you stopped him from running away from whatever the fuck is happening behind you.
All right. Okay, and that's so I still have one more, right?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Well, if I don't, I don't.
No, I'm feeling generous.
Okay.
Keep on asking me fucking questions.
All right. So I'm gonna take just
How you doing, Jeff?
what?
No, not you. The other Jeff.
Oh.
And
So
then
I'm
I
gonna
died with a blown out knee and a coronary.
take
from
another
getting too
dual
excited.
strike. I'm gonna take my blades and just like go to ram them in that downed goblin's chest.
Okay, the down goblin's chest. Go ahead and roll at advantage because he's down, holding his leg with no weapon in hand.
For each strike?
Yeah. No, for each strike. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it does with the first strike. Let's see what your first strike does.
All right. Glad I have advantage. 15 plus 5.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage, and let's see if you you finish off this poor creature that you wounded.
Plus 3.
Okay, so like the scene in Saving Private Ryan with the Nazi on top of the Brooklyn. Yeah. You're like,
No, please don't.
and he just and then you just slowly, gently press it right into his chest as he just kind of and then Renault, you put your hand on it. You put your hand on its face and you gently make its eyes shut.
Oh, I'm so nice.
Okay, next attack.
Is it me?
He's got one more. He's got one more swing.
I do?
Yeah, you got one more swing.
Did you do a duel?
Can I? How far away has the other one gotten that I missed?
He's about 6 foot. You could try and possibly with a dex check see if you can get up to him real quick.
Would pulling out my bow take that action away?
Yes, it would.
All right, let's do a dex check. See if I can catch up with him.
You need to beat a 16.
I got a 20.
All right, you are up and you are on his heels fast. You actually surprised the shit out of Zippy because Zippy thought you were useless as shit.
You tried to slug him a couple times if you go back to episode 1.
All right, and then I'm just
I
gonna
didn't try. I did.
the back as I catch up.
You almost killed him in the bar.
Yeah.
I don't think that Chinese food I ate earlier was good.
Didn't you just get it last night?
Yeah.
Are you gonna start puking on air, and we're all gonna just
I
chain
might-
react to it?
I might really start.
It's gonna be a barfarama. Jesus.
I want you to puke
If
right on my
I get the
crevice.
feeling, I'll go get a bowl so I can do it right here in front of you too.
Oh God.
Sneak in my crevice.
I'm just gonna, as I catch up to him, I'm just gonna stab him in the back.
Okay, let me see it. Give me some of it.
All right, so that's 10 plus 5.
Yep, you hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Right.
You go with a deep, elvish, sloppy plunge because you're still fine tuning your sword work.
That's,
What'd you say you got?
3 plus 3.
Plunge and scrub.
You said
Plunge
three-
and scrub.
You said 3 plus 3. So you plunge, and he stops. Ah! He's got your sword sticking out a little bit out of his chest area, and that's where we're going to leave you two. Go ahead, Zippy.
Let's praise the bird a little bit. He's done a really good job for me.
Yay!
Let's go investigate these bodies.
Fury Bird's looking pretty busted there though.
I mean, he did get burnt in a forest fire Machiavelli started.
Asshole.
And then he got shot by an arrow and stuck the fucking slug. So
Hey, I
That's
saved
my
you
fault.
sort of.
you're
So
gonna go check bodies?
can you set the tone real quick? So, okay, were they in like a cold?
Hey, wait your fucking turn, asshole. Just because you got a cape on doesn't mean you can walk over everyone, all right?
I think it does. I can walk.
All right, what am I doing? I'm doing a investigation.
You praised the bird and now you're investigating.
It's for all of us. I was asking for.
I got
all
a 7.
Okay. You just see a lot of rubble and flesh, and you still see the medallion hanging on what's left of the boss man's neck, and you still see just spray and parts just shooting out of this thing. And by this time right now, you can think that Reggie's probably like in his ass and intestines
Yeah, he's
cavity.
making a little burrow.
Oh, at least he's
Yeah.
eating. I'm glad he's eating. He needs to get better.
He's got to refuel.
I want to snatch that medallion.
All right, you walk up and snatch the medallion. Go ahead and give me a dex check to see if you can avoid being covered with the gore. You are covered in gore. You are just getting gore just fucking shot at you. Almost like someone threw a body in a wood chipper and you're standing on the other side and it's just all over you. Yep. Go ahead and roll a constitution check, please.
Do we all have to now?
No, we'll see
just
what this does here.
See what happens.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now, but
Well,
hold it together. That's
Yeah,
solid.
you're puking quite a bit, but you're able to like maintain your posure, so you look like a professional while you're puking.
He's had a lot of practice.
Yeah, you still look like a tough guy, but you're puking. quite
Hoo-ah.
a
I know
bit.
it was you. You broke my heart.
Is there chunks like he chews on a couple of the chunks and then swallows
Oh, he's
them
like,
back down?
he's just like,
So we don't
Sorry.
even notice it then.
no, because you guys are still otherwise engaged.
I got a
Machiavelli,
medallion, though.
Yes,
you've got 2 more goblins that are getting ready to run by you.
Okay, 2 more.
And then you've got a third one that's got a sword sticking out of his chest further behind you where Renal is.
Is it worth going and grabbing and slicing like at both of them?
Are you asking us or are you asking yourself?
I'm asking God.
He says, God, my son, follow your heart.
I don't know. Is it worth it?
Maybe like try to close.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Are you trying to clothesline them or hit them both at the same time?
Well, how big of a sword? I guess is what is it like?
You don't have a sword.
It's not
You
the
have a
size
staff.
that counts, Lou.
You have a staff and a dagger.
No, the one that's sticking out of the thing is it worth it going and grabbing?
That's my sword.
That's his sword. He's standing behind him with the sword sticking out of his chest.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could try and grab it, but that would be kind of awful to see you two trying to fight over his sword.
No, I don't want to do
Might be good.
that.
It also might be good too.
All right, so let's see what I got. I want to do. All right, let's try this. Yeah, let's try this quarterstaff. Let's see what the fuck this does. Can I?
All right.
Can I attack their legs?
Yeah, do you want to trip both of them at the same time?
Yes, exactly.
All right, give me 2 rolls.
All right.
And then after those 2 rolls, I'm gonna need a athletics check.
Oh,
By the way, Lee, stop sharing your screen so I can't bring it up for everybody.
My screen.
I think. I
Who are
already
you
rolled.
trying to add? Renault? Or no?
No, somehow I
Machiavelli.
No, I'm just trying to show Luke's roll.
Okay.
Y'all see it?
Yep. Now give me an acrobatics check with 1 d20 or athletics. Sorry.
Oh, I got stuck in the corner. You saw that?
What's with you in corners and crevices today?
Okay, so you're able to hit the far one. The other one backhands you. Your AC's 12. The other one backhands you with a 20. Roll the 20. So he backhands you very hard. I'm gonna go ahead and roll to confirm.
Wait,
Oh my God! He just oh my God! Do you see that?
No.
Yeah. 20?
20.
Yes, I just rolled. He just crit striked you with an unarmed strike. Oh fuck. Okay. So Machiavelli, you get hit so fucking hard that you are down. You are knocked the fuck out. You are almost like choking on your tongue.
You could have just let him go.
Oh my God.
Says the dragon.
I have never rolled a confirmed crit natural 20 before in my life. That shit is bananas. Fucking BANANAS. So Machiavelli's lifeless body, his limp in the entrance.
How much damage did he take?
He took a crit. Okay, so a double 20 is done. You're donezo. So
Oh,
he's
bye.
at
dead.
0 health. Yeah, he's at 0 health right now.
He's dead.
He's not DED yet,
Okay.
Oh, can we
but
Jon
he's
Snow
down.
him?
Yeah, you can Jon Snow him.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do it.
Just
so-
don't John blow,
Just put him out of his misery kind of thing
Yeah,
going on.
I might send Fury after him.
Just don't do the weird shit.
Peck his eyeballs out.
Let's go inspect his
Slug-
crevice.
Hold on.
Crevasse. the universe. Hold on. What is it?
Slug sees Machiavelli take the nastiest fucking punch to the face, and it's almost like sweet chin music. You can see it to where the goblin balls up and hits him right on the moneymaker. Boop! And he just down on the ground.
Wait, like the microphone thing?
Oh yeah, exactly. Dink!
Okay, fine if you really want it.
So you stick your clawed finger in your mouth, and you almost gauge the wind. Like, okay, what are you going to do next?
Well, we know how this is going to end up.
You should have just said the first part, not the reaction, because then it gets
The reaction is the best part.
So Slug
I'm mad at the reaction, by the way.
Slug sees this and is like, fuck. So he starts running, fat kid honking, runs up, slides, almost like his sweet fat baseball slide, comes up to Machiavelli, looks to see, and I'm going to go ahead and roll to see if he helps Mac or attacks the goblins. He stays with Mac. And starts rustling through his pockets to try and find something to give Mac to render aid. And he finds some drugs. What do you know? Slug's got drugs.
What do you know?
And Slug puts his hand inside of Machiavelli's fucking mouth and kind of plays around in it for a minute, like to make sure that he's still breathing. And it's almost like some sort of medicine. And Renal, you feel like really off-put in the middle of your violent action, like what Slug is doing to Mac. Like you're not like, is this
Not
what is he
okay with
doing?
that.
Yeah, so he's touching his tongue and like feeling around, moving his tongue around, looking.
Lou, show us how that's working. He's got his hand in your mouth, fishing around. Show us how that looks.
There's some
just
tongue
It looks
in
a
your
lot
anus
like
behind
that.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's got his hand in your mouth right now.
yeah. Show us how that looks.
He Slug leans in real close. Slug leans in real close, almost like touching his tongue and feeling like whether or not he's breathing with his hand isn't working, and like gets real close to him and notices that he is still breathing, though his breath is very shallow. Slug goes ahead and rolls a medicine check to shove drugs into Machiavelli. And he does so almost like a slingshot. Like he almost like spikes him into his mouth and then just starts jamming him in.
Are we trying to get Lou to eat mushrooms again on stream?
No. So he's able to get Machiavelli coherent to where Machiavelli opens his eyes and starts blinking. You now have 2 HP. You are hurt pretty bad from that knockout punch. And the 2 goblins have now ran out of the scene, and you can hear them running and panning faster, farther away until you can't hear them anymore.
Why didn't you just let him go?
Renal,
Jesus.
you are now standing behind this goblin with your sword in its chest. What are you going to do?
I'm going to twist the blade and pull it out.
And so you do, in which case the goblin in front of you collapses on the ground, and you stand victorious with green goblin blade all over your swords and the poo smell and tail behind you.
I do some sweet samurai shimmies and try to clean off the blades a little bit.
You are able to get some drops, but not many.
Can I heal with an herb?
You could attempt to. Give me a medicine check for your herb.
Let's check this. All right, what am I doing? About 20?
Yep, D20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You smoke and you realize that your head hurts a lot, and it makes no difference how much you smoke it. Your head's going to continue to fucking ring and hurt. At this time, everybody, if you could like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We're trying to get to 100 100 subscribers. Also, the Flickwick, as you saw him hold up his sweet Flickwick there, shop.flickwick.com, promo code ACTJ, and don't we have a KY5 one too?
KY5 as well.
Okay, yeah, they both work. They're real cool for the avid weed smoker or cigarette smoker. They'll work for you. So you don't have to suck all that butane when you're smoking your nicotine and psychedelic products. The scene is
I'll do it on shrooms.
the scene is yours, gentlemen. Mac's head hurts.
I'm gonna.
Renal
should
kind of has a poo smell, and there's a boy still puking, and Reggie's still burrowing into this thing that's sitting on a chair.
So I'm gonna go recollect the boat, stroke the mast, and
It shrinks.
toss that into the weird
What?
face bag.
When it shrinks, it reveals the smashed and burnt fucking bodies of the goblins that have their corpses have almost extinguished the just brilliant, massive bonfire that they had.
Did they shrink with it, or just like I can see?
No, you can just see it as it
Okay.
shrinks. And you're just like, ugh.
All right, and then I'm gonna throw that into the weird star bag, face bag thing that I found earlier.
Yep, as you open it up, it rumbles almost like something's inside of it.
Close that shit up real quick.
And it's like, ugh, as you shut it.
Okay.
There's a lot of goblins in your house, Fury.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it makes it sound like exactly what they would sound running away.
I get so.
We're going all in on the.
I'm gonna go try to get that kid out of the cage. Then
He's tied like this, just outside of the cage, chained up.
Is he
Oh,
burnt up?
so I'll
Yeah.
just use do I have a knife?
Is he burnt up or is he safe?
No, he's safe. He looks like he's been
short swords.
abused.
What do you need a knife for?
It looks like he's been abused quite a bit.
Yeah, I just have the knife.
He's
All right,
in
so
bullshit.
I'll use one of my short swords and try to cut him down.
Okay, you approach him and he looks terrified of you, and is like trying to get away from he's chained. He's just shit, and like he just does not want to be anywhere near you.
Who
Okay.
did that? I
Yeah,
didn't do
hold up, dude. Roger sent us. We're
that. I
here.
already did that.
No, you
Okay,
got this. You got the seal. You got the seal. The kid isn't cut down yet.
So I just tell him that Roger sent us to come get you. Calm down.
Roger, Roger sent you. Why would he send barbarians like you?
Do you want to go home, kid, or are you just gonna sit here and talk shit?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, you gonna calm down?
I think I'm pretty calm. I'm pretty calm from everything that has happened so far.
All right, I'm gonna take Machiavelli aside real quick. Hey, do you have anything to like chill this kid out for a little bit?
Let me walk up and just punch this kid in the face.
All right, you walk up and punch the kid.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead
What do I
and
need
get a
to roll?
D20.
All right.
But I also I'm pulling out my medicine too.
I don't know what I got. A 4.
You blast him. Go ahead and roll damage.
D10.
You got a D10 for unarmed?
I got a 1.
All right, so you sweet chin music, kids down.
Oh, that works.
He is not,
Never mind,
he is
Machiavelli.
knocked out.
All right, Machiavelli, carry this kid. Let's head back.
All right, well, I'll cut him, the unconscious kid, down, and then we'll.
Okay, you notice that he is in a terrible state.
But I also noticed that he has a loincloth and it has a little
It
bit
might be a good
powder.
time for us to rest. Machiavelli's pretty fucked up. This kid is cold cocked out. Everyone's got a little damage done to him.
Okay. Let's. I've got some rope. I'm gonna. This kid's kind of stressed me out. He seems a little spazzy. I'm gonna tie the kid up, just like his
Not a good way to start off.
together, so that.
Can we take a rest outside of this stinking cave though?
You could if you wanted to. It's up to you guys.
How long? That's gonna take a
All right. So I'm still gonna hog tie this kid, and then I'll just carry him out with us.
Fine. We'll just sleep in this stupid, god wretched cave.
No. I'm just gonna tie him up.
Fucking crevice. This fucking stinky ass place next to your stinky ass bow.
And as he references your bow, you all get a whiff of it. Like everybody knows exactly what he's referencing. Like they know exactly.
To the Weitzman.
What?
Is this kid tied up going to take us to the Weitzman meat packing industry?
No,
That's where we got to go, right?
He's our ticket in to be able to get in the city and claim our.
Oh yeah, that's right. We need to get to that city.
Okay.
All right, so let's. I tie him up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start walking.
How are we any better if we tie him up? I think we should give him some sort of feeling.
Kid's being fucking weird. I'm not like if he wakes up while we're taking a rest and gets.
You want him to leave, and then there goes our key asshole.
No.
I'll untie him.
I dare you to go try and
not-
attack another fucking goblin again.
He's tied up. I'm walking away.
I'm about to punch Machiavelli from this discussion.
Okay, so you're walking away like you're working your way to get out of the cave, Renal.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna shout behind me. You should probably loot the goblins.
Anybody gonna do that?
We're gonna what? Loop the goblins.
Loot. We
That
should.
is like-
Okay, I'll go investigate the goblins.
Alrighty, and as Slug cleans himself off and looks to Reggie's work and is continuing to just burrow into this fucking thing, it is now like the corpse of the goblin chieftain's like slumped over like this and is hiding all of the gore that's happening. Reggie, you gotta leave him alone. You gotta leave him. You got him. You got him, Reggie.
You do a pretty
Reggie.
good slug.
Reggie, you gotta let him go. It's over with. All right. And he rolls the animal handling check. Reggie doesn't give a shit what Slug says. So Slug goes into looting the corpses of the goblins with Zippy. Go ahead and roll an investigation check, Zippy, and I will do the same for Slug.
All right.
Slug rolls a 19.
I rolled a 1.
You find a couple testicles
Great.
and one gold piece.
Okay. I'll take the 1 gold piece. Now I got 221 pieces of gold.
How much gold do I have?
Slug rolling a 19
County.
finds himself another additional 40 gold.
Yes.
Around about the wreckage that you guys have left this entire cave in. He also
Sweet.
finds 7 stinky arrows.
More drugs.
Slug definitely finds the drugs first.
Arrows,
No,
and
we buy
then
drugs.
and then he finds a bag that when he opens it up, it's almost got like a real pungent aroma. Like it stinks, but it isn't like a oh my god, that's terrible. It's almost got like a smell that you like kind of want to continue to smell, like acetone or isopropyl alcohol, where you just want to sit there and huff it and huff it and huff it.
I think that's just
And he loses himself a minute in that bag, and it's noticeable that he's doing that. And he looks over to Zippy, and he's like,
Give me some.
and he immediately, like without question, just like it's like hands it to him. You smell it, and you are like, "This is the best smell I've ever smelt."
Aren't I also a criminal? I should go and investigate myself.
So Machiavelli, you see Slug and Zippy smelling this bag. Are you going there? Okay, so Machiavelli walks into the smell bag circle.
I'm also a thief and a criminal in this life.
Hey, Mac, we're just smelling a thing in a bag, and you want in on this?
Yeah, I'm always down for a good time.
Hey, Zippy, go ahead and give him a little sniff.
Let's light it.
Let him smell it real quick.
Let's roll it.
This is
So-
the sweetest smell I have ever smelled. Which
You
reminds
find that you almost feel like your face is like feeling like magnetically pulled to just keep it in the bag for like 60, 70 seconds. You're just sitting there just, oh.
But it brings back a really vivid memory of a childhood. Like I've
How come
smelled-
when you do that it's okay, but then when Lou does that, it's kind of creepy? Can I show? Creepy.
Yeah, tune in to the Nameless
I am
program.
a non-creeping, so
You're so creepy.
So Machiavelli
Cape.
Machiavelli gets just a big huff of this, and again, nobody exactly knows what it is. So Slug is kind of trying to jog his memory on what the hell this is, and says she says, hey, go ahead and hand me that back. I want to see something. What is this? And as he's huffing it and smelling it, he sticks his finger in the bag, and we're gonna go ahead and investigate that.
Stick a finger in his bag.
He-
He's here in spirit.
Yes, he sticks his finger in the bag and he pulls it out. And upon his investigation check, he smells his finger and realizes that you guys have been huffing owlbear spliff or scat.
What's
And the
that?
goblins get high off of fermented owlbear shit. Yes.
Is there mushrooms on that?
You see that there's the sporing of.
I know
there,
balls.
Yeah. The spores of the early stages of mushrooms can be
Oh,
seen
we gotta hold on to this.
and Slug looks up at Zippy and he looks up at Machiavelli and then he calls out to Renault, hey kid, come here, kid, come here.
I keep walking.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
I'm talking to you. You better come here. I got something for you.
Get over here.
I'm good, guys. Thank you, though.
Get over here. I'm gonna punch you in the face again.
I start briskly walking.
Hey, come here and smell this shit with us. Come on.
Looks like
It's not
That
as
sounds
bad.
terrible.
It's not as bad as you would think.
It
I'm
heals.
good. Thank you.
looks like Renell's getting punched.
Yeah.
So the bag, Slug tightens the bag and puts it on. It almost is hidden by his fat stomach. He ties it to his belt and says, "Yeah, you're right, Zippy. We're gonna go ahead. That's an investment right here." And he pats the bag a little bit, almost like it's actually substantially filled with this stuff. And then he immediately moves over to try and get Reggie, who is really in that corpse now.
Is he bad shape or good shape?
He
Breathe, right? He can still breathe.
Slug pushes the goblin chieftain back onto the chair so he can see where the hell Reggie is. And Reggie is now kind of curled up in like a possum ball, sleeping, and then almost wakes up to look up and do that crazy opossum grin smile thing. Ah, Reggie, it's my good boy. This is my good boy. And he starts rubbing him, and the both of them are clearly just in the moment, like love each other. And
Like
he
maybe
scoops
enjoying it a little too much.
Yes, exactly. And he scoops up Reggie and sets him up on his shoulder where he's supposed to be. And you hear the call of the big harpy eagle as it becomes to perch upon its master's shoulder.
Is a possum a very large version of a gerbil, and is Brock a very young version of Richard Gere?
Yes.
Kind
Something like that. It's more like that.
I think that's the only reasonable assumption you can make in this situation.
So the party moves to leave the cave.
Yes.
Yeah, and we need to rest.
Yes.
Okay. So the party spends about 20, 30 minutes navigating themselves out of this dark cave and the tunnels.
I remember seeing just outside the cave, there's like a couple of boulders that kind of create some like security. And we
Yeah.
can sit right there and kind of just pass out.
Yeah,
right
absolutely. Does the group follow Machiavelli to the secluded
Yes, we
and
need to gather
protected
some
area?
wood and start a fire and do all this crap.
Okay, who grabbed the kid?
I'm helping him. Fuck.
Okay, so Renal and Machiavelli are carrying the kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna send Fury to go get some firewood.
Fury looks down at you and then leaps off your shoulders, just
Okay,
like
good boy.
awesome fuck off eagle, just gone.
Bring- So he's not grabbing wood. He's being an asshole.
No, he like a fuck off eagle, like huge
Okay,
and
well,
big.
I'll
and
go
fucking-
grab some wood.
If you help,
Maybe
him.
I'll look in all the crevices near Lou.
You collect it, put it in a bundle, and then he'll take it and move it over to the campsite. That's
Make
how
sure you get some kindling.
Yeah, I just use Machiavelli's
he
hair.
kind of makes bundles and then wraps it up, and then the bird goes down and
Take
takes
a
it.
stupid cape off of him and light it on fire.
I offered that, and you refused.
So, you guys are, it's just now, I would say, 6:00 in the evening. The forest, the cave, it seems like everything's kind of settled down because you guys got this vibe that something bad was happening in the area, and so did the Master Witsman had said to you guys that it grew very dark in that area.
It gets very dark over there. Yeah.
And it almost seemed unrestful, like the whole area, and it now seems at peace. Like you guys feel somewhat of a serenity with everything that you guys have accomplished. What is everybody doing to get the camp and set up? Time is yours. Tell me what you're doing.
Has I gotten the firewood?
You have gotten the firewood, and as you're kneeled down, getting ready to start your fire, your big fuck off harpy eagle drops like half a tree, like right behind you. Whoa!
That's what he did to this shit, fucking asshole. All right, Machiavelli, light this fucker up.
He's starting to like you. So
Did anyone
I just
collect
have this
any
little
meat?
trick where I just twirl my sticks. So
You're not with us. It doesn't matter.
Not yet, anyways.
Well, I gotta believe I'd be on my way to collect some meat right about now. It seems like there's an awful lot of meat around the area in that cave.
I look in Machiavelli's crevice.
He hides all the meat in his crevice.
So I'm gonna
all my
set
dexterity to hide that.
kind of like as far as we're gonna be sleeping from the fire. I'm gonna set him down and like throw my bedroll around him.
Okay.
Why don't you just tie him to you?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That sounds weird, you
That sounds
pedophile.
like a great idea. Well, I mean, you're a kid too, so it wouldn't be pedophilia.
Yeah.
Depends on what state, I guess.
Nice seeing y'all.
So I'm just gonna tuck him in for now. I do. Have some,
Oh, young love.
You tuck him in. As you tuck him in, he like slowly like opens his eyes. He's got two black eyes from being punched right square in the face by Zippy, and is just kind of like real slow to speak or communicate or look. And he turns his head and looks at the drow that cracked him one, and then just looks back at you.
just
What are elves doing in Kentland?
No,
And
that is a-
especially, what are drow doing in Kentland?
that's a very long story that we don't have time for. We'll get you home tomorrow. Just pretend you're asleep before you get punched again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the crew's ruthless.
So he like allows himself without much protest to sit and chill and be comfortable. I can't hear you, Jay. What happened to your mic?
I muted it.
There you go.
Fucking kids these days.
Yeah, you hear him kind of offer kind of insult to you as a drow.
Yeah, well, I just tell him, listen, we don't need to explain shit to you. Just shut the fuck up and go to sleep. Otherwise, you're going to get decked in the face again.
He does, without delay, tries to go back to sleep because he
Okay,
doesn't
now
want
we
any of that
shall
smoke.
sleep and get some rest.
I have some
Okay.
stuff I want to do before I go take my.
Why do you always drag this on?
Because I only have to
He's trying
sleep
to-
half the time after the day.
It's the same situation with you, Jay. Technically, you just meditate.
That's true.
All right. So is Lou and Slug, or
Wait,
sorry,
you see goblins?
Machiavelli and Slug.
Thank you.
All right. So I actually want to check out that weird bag with the face on it. Would that be an Arcana check?
Yeah, it would be an Arcana check.
Okay. So, oh fuck. It's 4 minus 1.
So, you just see a bag with a face on it.
All right. I'm gonna peek inside. Do I still see the boat there?
The boat's there, and then you hear the rumbling, and then you almost see a shadowy shift behind it. Like it almost, because the way you look into this, it's almost like you open it up, and it's this huge, vast space. You almost see stars in there as well, but you see a shadowy shifting shape in like the ether almost shift as you opened it up, and it's a rumbling almost coming from that bag, and even Zippy and Machiavelli both hear this bag being opened and hear the rumbling and almost growl coming out of it.
What the fuck is that?
What is that?
I'm just gonna close that right back up. Any of you guys know what the fuck this is?
No, I'm going back to sleep.
Okay, Zippy like gets his cloak and just like towards the fire, and Fury standing on the big like half tree that he dropped is just kind of perched up there and like looks at you for a minute. His feathers rise for a second, almost cocks his head, and then he just kind of ignores you at that point and looks at the fire.
I want to investigate what he's doing.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an Arcana check there, Machiavelli. You're a wizard. You should know what this is. Okay, Machiavelli, you grab the bag and you're looking at it. It looks to you like it's a bag of holding, but from your travels and from your education as a wizard, you also know there are things called bags of devouring that have a celestial fucking endless hungered creature that are tied to that item that will eat and devour things that are inside of the bag.
Cool.
And you know that you also know that if a creature or something was pushed into that bag, that it would be devoured if it was kept in the bag.
Wait, how big is this bag?
It's about this big.
Okay.
It's like a haversack.
Can we?
I
use
can't
it
wait to throw
get
Renault
that
in there.
boy, to tell us, or he gets put in the bag.
He wouldn't know what the fucking bag really is. The kid wouldn't. But are you going to share this information with Renault, the man carrying the bag, or you're just going to leave that to chance? Because he does have an item in that bag.
I am going to tell the whole group.
Well, whoever's awake at this point, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will tell you.
Okay.
The Italians are back.
Slug is eating.
Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and views on bigfollows.com. Oh,
Slug is eating an apple, sitting next to Fury, watching the fire, and hears this conversation. Wait, a bag of what? What is it?
Said it's a bag of holding, but there might be a beast or something in there that eats shit and creatures that go inside.
Wait, what? You found that?
Yeah, when I split off down that little corridor.
Give me my boat back. I want my boat. As he puts the apple in his mouth, he holds out his hands. He wants his boat back.
All right, so I go to grab the boat and again.
Roll dexterity. Roll dexterity.
Oh, here we go. You're gonna hurt yourself doing extra shit.
All right, so that's 12 plus 3.
You are able to grab the boat without activating it.
I'm just gonna gingerly hand that to Slug. Here you go.
Slug goes to grab it, and he gets shot completely off of the campsite and into the woods.
Well, he knows better.
What the fuck? He takes.
Sounds about right.
Fucking both problems, man.
Slug takes 2 damage from being shot off of the tree that he was sitting
Son
on.
of a bitch. See what you do when you want to do all this extra shit? Get people hurt.
Slug comes back. Apple still in his mouth. You don't know how he fucking does it. And he comes back and he starts stroking the mast, and it shrieks. All right, kid. Stop fucking my shit. You should have given it to me. You should have given it to me as soon as you were done. But instead, you go ahead and you shoot me off the camp and you wake up Zippy again.
Can you stroke
Reggie,
the
you
mast
okay?
again? Can you
Yeah,
just
it's-
stroke the mast again?
Stroke it.
It's a really small mast, isn't it?
Stroking it. Stroking that shit. And it collapses into a manageable position, and he puts it in his sack.
So I'm gonna take the goblin arm and throw it in that bag, the weird starry bag, and then
As you open it up.
And then
dare
I'm
you
gonna-
to stick your dick in it and tell me if it feels like a blowjob.
and then I'm gonna go take my rest at this point.
Okay. Machiavelli, what are you
Oh, yeah,
doing?
we can all
He's
go-
better be resting. He's at like 2 health.
You feel like crap, Mac.
I feel good. I'm alive.
No, but you feel like crap. Like you hurt.
Yeah, but I'm super grateful.
You're okay. So you got a repentant heart, but you are hurt pretty bad.
Yeah,
2 out of 14.
that's because I actually deduct my shit instead of y'all.
I
don't even-
do.
Both y'all have like 24.
Just got punched like a little bitch by a 3-foot tall thing.
He got crit strike
I don't
by
know.
That's why I've been sending Fury.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I just
I
went to
nuked the
strike him, and
shit.
the next thing I know, I was taking damage. So
You just want an animal. You want an animal, don't you? God, you're
So,
so
Mackie,
competitive.
Are you gonna go night night?
yeah, how do I do that?
You're gonna go sleepy
Go to
night night? Well, then say you're gonna go to sleep.
I said
How are you gonna go? How are you gonna go to sleep? Do you do anything to make
Ambien.
it comfortable?
Yeah, I play freaking Dave Matthews. Only like the first 2 albums though. Only like the first 2 albums.
Okay. So while you're bedding down and Renaud's getting ready to go into his trance, Slug pulls out his pulls out his lute and starts strumming on the rudimentary prison guitar he had with a lute and quietly playing his lute, almost to give you guys like a lullaby. Yes, exactly.
Killing me softly with his
And then for
Dave
and
Matthews
I'm gonna,
was that one?
hold on a second.
That's Roberta Flack.
And all 4 of you, including the Kentish kid, all 4 of you, including the animals, find it very relaxing and soothing. You guys find it soothing and comforting. You take comfort in the prison song that Slug is playing quietly.
Thanks,
But
Mac. What is Mac doing here?
he's going night night.
Go to sleep. Don't look homeless.
He doesn't want to use his bedroll, so he's just using his cloak.
Yep, that looks good. I like it. I like the way it looks. Okay, so
Then I got the
Why you
prison
have a
song.
why you have a cape?
I'm going to roll. Okay, cool.
What are we rolling for?
I'm rolling for something. Okay, so the night passes.
Damn it. Back up.
Don't get us pulled.
You get yeah, I was gonna say.
We didn't put the thing in.
Trust me, this one's not copyrighted.
Okay, so the night passes with no events. You all take the benefits of a long rest.
420. 420.
The sun's just cresting up over the cave and the treetops. The dew is still on the trees. The fire is low, but it's still burning warm from the embers. What y'all doing?
Lou, you're healed up, by the way.
Guess we gotta
He's
take
getting
this-
ready to be healed up right there. He's
guess we
taking his
gotta
medicine.
take this fucking kid to the
All right.
gate or to the
So I'm
city.
gonna wake up the kid if he's not already up, and
Everybody's up.
take my
Oh,
bedroll.
he's up and he asks you politely. He's kind of changed his tune if he may use the bushes because he's got to spend a penny.
Okay, so I'm gonna take him out of the bedroll, pack that up, and then untie his feet. But I don't want to run off, so I'm gonna like.
Well, ask him if he's friendly with us now.
He's a fucking kid, so I'm gonna just make sure he's
You're a
within.
kid.
I'm gonna make sure that he's like within earshot
Uh-huh.
as he goes. Not I
Yeah.
said it's fucking
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure that I can keep track of him.
Yeah, and he
Do you have him on like a
understands.
leash?
No leash. He's
Yeah,
untied.
So it's not like people in
a road
Boulder.
warrior. Yeah, no, like a road warrior leash.
All you have to do is give him his legs.
As far as
I
he's
think
concerned,
behind his back,
he's free to
and
do
he's
whatever he
behind
needs.
you.
I'm just making sure I keep track of him.
Yeah. He goes to the nearest conifer looking tree just outside of the boulders and pisses and then realizes that he has to shit again and kind of crouches, propping himself up on the tree, and you hear the noises that go with taking a shit in the woods.
I tell the party, God damn, that kid just had a rocket shit and he's going again. Has he even eaten?
What is a rocket shit?
Hey, did
What's
people
a
see your ass
rocket?
back then?
What he did earlier at the wall.
What is a rocket?
Slug is rubbing the sleep out of his eyes and then looks down at Reggie, who is just kind of staring at him, sitting almost like a fucking dog, just sitting there and staring at him and trying to wiggle his rat tail.
No.
Slug rubs sleep out of his eyes and immediately gets something from the center of his jerkin and puts it on his like his hand like this and just
Give me some of that.
and then Slug goes to grab Zippy's wrist and taps
Oh yes.
on his that's early in the morning shit right there. Yeah.
Gives me wings. It
What y'all
gives
got?
me fury wings. Ah.
What y'all got? What y'all doing?
Immediately Slug then looks over to Mac and puts some like on his like because Mac's still laying down, he like puts it across his lip, like
Like a
upper
Dirty
lip.
Sanchez?
Yeah, so he can just
What's a Sanchez?
and he puts the bottle back into his jerkin and he looks at Renault. Hey, where's that kid at?
He's taking a dumper behind a tree right over there.
Do you want a snifter or what?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
God, you're so square.
Yeah, I don't know if you're making
poster child.
I don't know if you're making fun of us, kid. I don't know if you're making fun of us or if you're actually being serious, like if you're being coy or I mean, what's your deal?
We just battled.
Where you from?
So I'll take him when I need him. So I smoked with you guys last time when we needed to heal up, but I'm feeling fresh this morning, so I'm good. No, thank you.
We feel even more fresh now, and then I've been partaking in a successful
All right,
whatever the
so
fuck
no
this
need to
is.
peer
And you don't want to do anything with us, huh?
No need to.
The kid went jogging in the morning, okay? Who goes jogging in the morning? This kid went
Well,
jogging in the morning.
Yeah. I'm just saying he thinks he's better than us. I mean, I served in Minear State Penitentiary, and then fucking Zippy, he's had a hard life, and Machiavelli, we know he won't admit it, but he's had a hard life too, and I feel judged. I feel judged. Don't you feel judged, Reggie? Reggie kind of looks up at Renault and just has no idea what's going on and does his opossum grin. Yeah,
So
see,
now
even Reggie believes it.
So halfway through that
Noel
model,
needs to try to prove him.
just do a
prove her-
handstand, start
to us
walking
immediately.
away on my hands.
And he always with the hands in the handstand. Slug gets a piece of bread, breaks it in half, and throws it to Zippy, and continues to eat and warm his fat rolls by the fire to plan the next move.
Is the kid
I'm really
back-
starting to feel like the character of Slug was intended to mock me.
Someone's a little self-conscious.
That's all on Brock.
Who's
Buddy.
Reggie then? Is Brock? Is
Hey, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to play Slug how Brock has been playing Slug. That's all I'm trying to do.
I know, and that's what concerns me.
All right, Machiavelli, do you come get warm by the fire to eat some moldy bread, some Maggie bread?
Of course.
For
Come on,
free
guys.
sleeping
Let's
days?
take this. We gotta take this kid to the fucking city. Let's make it
Okay.
happen.
That's what I do.
All right.
I start
Well,
talking.
we
I start to
We
wonder
gotta
if,
find Roger. We gotta find Roger, Mac. We gotta find Roger. Roger's in Kentland, right?
I believe so. Does the kid know?
Sure,
back
he's
taking a
from
shit?
there.
Is he back from taking a shit?
The kid is quietly walking up to the party, and he looks very somber in a half-assed, shoddy loincloth. And he looks pitiful, and he addresses the group. Thank
I
you.
immediately offer him some clothing.
He takes your cloak like without delay because he's cold.
I give him
Like
a
clothing.
top layered one. I give him
Yeah, you give him. He has something. He has something on now.
So I'm gonna take 2 of my daily rations. I'm gonna give him one, and I'm gonna take the other.
He eats them super fast. I mean, like faster than you've ever seen anybody eat before.
You're gonna make the kid shit again, and we're gonna fucking have to stop 3 times on the way to the city.
Please
doing,
don't give him
man?
any milk.
I
He's
just
probably lactose intolerant.
Zippy's like the dad. Like, I ain't stopping for shit. Hold it.
He's just wearing a cloak. He can drop and go.
Hold it all in the cloak.
So Slug walks over to Zippy and says, "Hey, I think we should probably head west and then try to hit that road where Renal got raped by the old man. You know, head south."
Molested. There was no penetration.
Slug looks at Renal. Hey, you. I don't trust you. I saw what I saw.
Hey, what was that bag that you found earlier?
Oh yeah. Hey, and Slug grabs it from his belt, opens it up, and starts huffing it right next to Zippy and handing it over to him.
Doesn't smell like anything. What is in it? Why is it making these noises?
Oh, you're talking about his bag. Yeah, he puts the Owlbear scat bag back on his hair. But he's still like Slug is thinking like I have to smell that.
No,
more.
the one that woke me up. What the fuck was going on with that bag?
So Max said it was like a bag of holding or devouring. So they're kind of the same thing, except a bag of devouring has like this weird creature in it that eats shit and creatures that
Oh,
get
great.
inside it.
Perfect. Okay, so on the way at the kid needs to take a shit, he takes a shit in this bag. Let's go on. Let's move on.
Hey, that's a great idea. So the group follows Zippy. Zippy's eagle sees him start walking away, and he takes off and flies up ahead of the group.
Let me Let me
they're
send a
heading-
recon.
Yep, they're heading east. I'm sorry, west. You guys are heading west. You see the tree that looks like a woman with a big pair of honkers that Witzeman had shown you. So you know you're kind of on the right track on the road. Do you guys follow the road west?
Yes.
As you do. You absolutely do. And you come up on Witzeman Meat Camp.
So we're calling it Weitzman.
It's Vitzeman.
It's
Say it
Witzeman.
again, Lou. I know where you live.
Hey, where's Chief Meat Harnessing Whiteman at?
So as you come up onto the meat camp, you notice that Master Witzeman is out there with 3 other individuals processing what appears to be a horse that was killed in battle, and they're quartering it, they're skinning it, and they're dropping its pieces and parts in the different cisterns to boil.
You guys hungry? I'm starving. How much for some food? How much for some food?
I just ate. I'm good.
Yeah, did you bring me any meat?
No, but we can tell you where there's a shit ton of goblin meat if that interests you.
Give me the goblin meat.
That cave, Hamish's Bane, that fucking place that you took us to, you fucking douchebag. There's plenty of dead shit in there. We found some
Killed
stuff.
them all.
We left some
Yeah,
stuff.
send the child to go get the meat.
Which one? We got 2. Slug looks at Renal and then looks at the kid that's in Machiavelli's outer cloak.
I don't care which child you send to get some.
Why
meat,
don't you just go get it yourself? I'm hungry. We need to pass through here. Just
I'm going to need some more meat.
You have workers for that, and I'm gonna just stand in front of the little kid that we just saved and say, "You
Yeah, and
fucking
we
go
just
get it.
killed
Good
all
job."
these goblins. Give me a fucking break. I got some gold. You want to sell us some meat, or we just carry on and get out of here?
Nah, just get out of here.
I'm gonna draw my swords.
I join.
Zippy draws his sword. Machiavelli draws his quarterstaff. It is no longer being used as a walking stick. He's actually brandishing it like Gandalf the Grey would use his staff.
I'm killing this guy.
You're gonna try and kill
I
Master.
don't want to kill him.
Yep.
I don't want to kill him.
I'm
All
killing
right,
him.
Machiavelli,
I think
it's
it's a good
time
idea.
for you to step through to stop this because this could turn into a thing.
No, I don't want to kill him. I actually strike,
Okay, a 1. So,
I strike.
Zippy,
No, I didn't roll.
yeah, you did.
That was my last roll. That was my last roll. I got a 2 this time.
So you swing at Master Witzman, who dodges back actually quite fast for a heftier man, to a point to where he realizes that you actually mean business to just pass through and are not fucking with the cave anymore.
Does he respect my decision?
I gotta say, I'm really not okay with that.
All right.
'Cause I'm
Fucking
ready to
attack him
attack.
again.
I'm gonna draw my bow and just back away from the action with the child.
There we go.
Your
Wow.
bow literally. Okay, everybody roll a Constitution check.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna roll
19,
Witzman.
Does it smell that bad?
Yes.
19, 20.
So I'm gonna roll Witzman's check and the kid's check. Okay, so Witzman with a 3. The kid. Okay. Yes. Everybody in the meat camp starts puking. And the smell of the goblin short bow that fucking Renault has. Renault's eyes and nose are burning, but he's able to restrain himself from wanting to puke. But the kid behind him pukes all over his back. Just like everything he just ate just came right up. Zippy looks like pissed off, not just at the situation, but just pissed at the smell and how stinky that bow really is. Machiavelli also is not really happy about how bad
backed away.
it smells.
He backed away, right?
Yes, but it just Mac is like, oh my god.
All right. I guess with everybody distracted, are we trying to
Everyone's
go
barfing.
just through this camp?
Yes, you're
No,
trying to
I need to eat.
Well,
We need to
hold on. So I'm gonna grab the vomiting child.
Look, I'm
and
a 6'7" drow. Okay, my ass needs to eat. I have a high metabolism.
I'm gonna pick up the kid that's puking and try to go through the camp while the camp is.
He's puking while you're dragging him
Have him
along.
puke in the bag.
Look, I'm rethinking things right now, and I'll just take the kid.
Yeah, just going through.
I don't need any more goblin meat. I'll just take the
This
kid.
guy's
We're barfing everywere.
You can't get
All
the
right, I'm
kid.
gonna roll another one for you.
You can have some horse meat.
We get food.
We need to
All
kill
right,
this
you're
guy.
still puking. You're still puking, Mr. Woodson. Like you're just like.
Run, children, run.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody in the meat camp is just like, oh my god, what is that smell?
No, they know. They know.
This bow's really coming in handy, guys. Grab some horse meat. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, I want to snag some horse meat and get out of here.
Alrighty, you've got 3 cisterns that they were loading up. The furthest one away that's closer to the meat camp. He's puking with the rest of the meat camp workers and people. And his moon is literally barfing on top of a kid that she just got done changing because he shat himself. She's puking on top of that kid right now and
And then
trying
the kid's barfing up too.
Yes, and the kid's
Really
barfing.
bad.
I mean, the whole village is literally just pandemonium.
Everyone's
Great
barfing.
time to
We
grab
can
what you
get
can,
food
guys.
good.
But we're barfing all over the meat too.
Yeah. So
That's
some of the
fine.
meats,
I can top
some
that
of the
off.
meats got puke on.
We can rinse
No
it off
worries.
with the river.
We all have
right.
COVID.
so
God.
the furthest cistern away from you, Zippy, is the one that's hottest and has the most cooked meat in it. The second one had just been loaded.
I'm going for
And-
that one.
And
Furthest.
the first one closest to you, they were in the process of loading up. So you're going for the
We have
third.
access to keep loading.
Yeah, I'm going for the farthest one.
Okay.
That's away from everyone, right?
Yeah. You're heading. You're actually following the trail of the two kids trying to
Yeah,
get the fuck
perfect.
out of Dodge.
Yeah, I want to dart over there, grab that, and then join up with the kids.
Yeah, where
Okay,
was the
so-
PO?
You're supposed to follow your party. Slug is watching everything, and I forgot to roll for him, so I'm going to go ahead and roll for him as well. Slug is also puking from and Reggie is like trying to dodge all the puking that that Slug is
Poor
doing.
Reggie.
And Reggie, for some odd reason, is like, nah, fuck this, and takes off running and is chasing after Renal and the Kentish kid that they've saved. While
Reggie, you're a bitch.
he's coming, he's following you. And Slug is like trying to like gain composure, and puts his hand on a cistern that's been lit to try and like keep himself from convulsing, and burns his hand with 4 damage of burning on his hand. Slug, running with puke going down the front of his fat stomach, tries to catch up while puking throughout the village.
Now, is Reggie laughing at this, or is he kind of enjoying this, or is he like
Reggie is
sympathetic?
terrified. Reggie's terrified. That's why he took the fuck off. He's out of
Have we
here.
leveled up?
Huh?
Yeah, no.
We leveled up after the cave.
No, not yet. You really want to level up. Machiavelli, what are you doing? Slug is chasing after Zippy and the kids, and Reggie's chasing after the kids to get away from Barf City, USA. Oh,
Are we
Reggie.
running through the town to get to the other side.
Yeah, we got to get through it.
Yeah, well, fuck it, let's do it. I'm running.
All right, you're running, and you're upset at how much puke is going on to you as a wizard, a wandering wizard. You're upset. You're visually upset. You're stern. You're angry.
So what I decided to do is actually I climb up to the rooftops and I'm hopping from rooftop to rooftop as they're below me.
Okay, so you are literally trying to run up and down cloth and thatch roofs. Sometimes your foot sinks through the holes, sometimes it doesn't. But you're able to run. But you look,
There's barf everywhere too. So
yeah.
Oh, that's
You look,
downstairs, though.
you look
Oh
like
no,
an
the people have been
awkward Batman.
projectiling up onto the.
No. Then I don't choose.
It's everywhere.
Fury decides.
You are an awkward Batman with your tail.
Fury decides?
So jumping forth into the different tops of the structure.
Right into itself.
The last one, I need you to roll a athletics check. The last house
So
to jump.
you
to
just
the
hurt
other
yourself for style
Let's
points.
just do the 20. Do it again. See if I can get another one.
You go you go to vault yourself off of the last roof, and you look pretty fucking cool all the way through. And you have to clear this tree branch that's kind of lower. And what you were going to do is you were going to jump from the roof onto the tree branch and do a front flip. In your mind, that's what you're thinking. Front flip, and then you're on the ground and running with your staff twirling behind you. Instead, what happens is that you run and jump and miscalculate and rack yourself on the branch you meant to stop on and do your sweet flip and then run. You do rack yourself.
Right?
Yeah, you do rack yourself. It hurts extensively. Your balls really hurt. And you kind of like an old man kind of and then kind of slide off, and you look around to make sure nobody saw you and realize that everybody's puking anyways. So
I'm barfing.
the only thing that was hurt at that point was your balls and your ego. So then you kind of like shake it off as you run off, and you kind of half-ass.
Wait, Matt, grab some more meat while you're right there.
Got puke on it. I'm going inside.
So where are we now?
You guys are on the other side of the village, and you see the empty crow cage that Fancy McTasty Touchy Hands was in. So you guys know you're into the right neighborhood. Yeah, Renault feels awkward.
To not look at it.
Yeah, Renault feels awkward coming back to the crossroads. Machiavelli brings up the rear. He comes into view of everybody, and he's got kind of a limp to him, but you don't think anything of it.
Where's Zippy
Head
at?
west. Let's head west, right?
Did he
that right?
rupture his testicles?
Not sure yet.
Oh.
He's not sure. That may be useful notes for later, kids.
Hey, Slug, where did you say Roger was?
Hey, he's in Kenland, man. We gotta get here on the crossroads, and then we gotta head south down on this the King's Road. You know, over here where you got diddled.
We're going to Westeros?
Quit bringing that up.
I'm just saying. We gotta go south on that road.
All right, let's go south.
Okay, so you all make it down to the King's Road, and you see Kentland in view. The kid's mood obviously perks up. I mean, you could tell that he's got some bounce in his step.
So,
I really need some ale.
some ale. All right, we'll
What did
just
you
gotta drop
say?
this kid off, and we'll have money for. Well, you already have money for ale, so once we get to town, you can.
I'm
Do
big
whatever.
bossing right now. I need some ale.
All right.
Alrighty, you guys come into town and you notice that it's business as usual. You notice the Lord's Manor to the west side of the town, and you will also know that Roger and his post is just outside of the Lord's estate, where they have their little cottage and their office. Do you guys proceed?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a bar?
The Hogsnot Inn is on the east side of the town.
I am beelining straight for there. I don't care about the rest of the group.
See you a little bit,
Okay.
Zippy.
Zippy
take
goes
off.
straight for the Hogsnot Inn. I mean, he did not even miss a beat. Just left turn. Whoop.
I think
He come.
look at each other.
The group hears him kick open the door. I'm fucking back, bitches, and you hear everybody go, "Oh fuck!"
Get money. Fuck bitches. Get money. Fuck bitches.
So Renault, Slug, and Machiavelli with the kid move up to the Lord's Manor. As you guys approach it, it's a pretty simple building, but with the manor and a rampart around it.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I just remembered that Zippy has the sigil.
Oh boy, you got to go get that.
I'm gonna just tell the guys to wait with the kid, and then I'm just gonna real quick by myself run to Zippy and ask him to hand over that sigil so we can present the kid for our reward.
Alrighty, so you open up the door. Zippy's just getting ready to walk over to the bar.
So I'm going to give Zippy 5 gold pieces for his next drink, and ask him if I can have the sigil so we can turn in our quest, or turn in the kid with proof that he's the kid. I think he might have taken a break, thinking he wasn't going to have a turn for a little bit.
God damn it. Well, then I'm going to do it for you. Zippy. Zippy looks at you smugly and says 2 drinks.
2 drinks. All right, so I lean over to the bartender and I'll have 2 ales for my.
Oh, no, not you again. You fucking Kate. You come back into my bar penniless. Oh, and he sees you present the gold. Well, that's more like it. And I won't hesitate to kick you out, pointy ears. Or you too, kid. And he pours out the 2 pints that you paid for and tells you to fuck off. Fuck off!
How much was that?
That was 10 gold.
Oh, fuck. All right. Okay. and then I'm just gonna take the sigil from Zippy and run back with the other party with the kid.
As you do, you approach them, and Machiavelli, Slug, and the kid are all three snorting the dust that Slug has, and they're all laughing.
Oh, you gave the kid. Oh, god damn it! All right, so
And now the kid seems like really personable now. Like he's talking shit with Machiavelli. He's shooting the shit with Slug, and he's petting Reggie. And it seems like they're like long friends, and it doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh, all right, you guys got weirdly close while I was gone. Let's drop
Great! Here comes a Square. The kid starts laughing. Ha! Square! And they follow you, almost like a teenager following a parent would. Like they don't really want to hang out with you because they think you're lame. And they follow you, and you approach again the manor with the cottage in front of the manor. You notice the manor's got a hardened wall around it, a palisade, stone wall around it. 4 guards are sitting there cooking something on the fire, and look at you guys. What can we do? What can we do you for?
So I hold out the
Master Ketlin, and then all of a sudden a bell starts ringing from the cottage. Bang, 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 and then the manor starts. Every piece of the wall starts ringing with bells. The door on the manor's walls open up, and you start hearing the rumble of horses.
The fuck? Okay.
The house guard comes ripping out of the gatehouse, surrounds the group, spears pointed, lowered right at you guys, like when the Rohirrim surrounded the Fellowship, and it gets real awkward and real for like now, like right now,
right now,
super real.
So,
I'm still at the bar, right? I'm still getting drunk right
you're
now.
at the bar.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pull out the sigil that I got from Zippy while he was away, and then hand it to the kid and be like, "Hey, Roger told us that this kid was in trouble, and we saved him. We're just here to."
For some odd reason, everybody in this village kicks open doors. Roger's flamboyant self, poof, comes out of the cottage. I am Roger, who seeks me? And then he goes, "Oh, you miscreants, you Westcowians. You found the Lord Ketwin's son in a sigil. Excellent work. And Slug kind of looks up at you, and then looks at that guy, and then looks at the spears pointed in his face. Hey, can you tell your boys to, get the spears out of our faces? That would be great. Oh, yes, I guess. Stand down, everybody. It's a big misunderstanding. They have been returned. Lord Kent's son. And so, in unison, they've raised their spears and kind of relax a minute. Roger pushes through, looks at the boy, sees that he's been fed, also sees that he's fucking stoned out of his mind. He's on something, clearly. And beckons. He beckons to the people in the cottage to come out, and it almost seems like two of the Lord's equerries comes out. They bundle the kid up, throw the cloak of Machiavelli on the ground, almost like it was just not good enough, and whisk the boy away before he could say anything to his 2 homeboys that he was just kicking it with. Machiavelli, in your heart, it's almost like really sad to you. Like, I actually like that kid. And even Slug's kind of like, I thought we had another friend that was going to hang out with us. Roger presents 4 bags of 25 gold pieces to you.
That wasn't a deal.
Yeah, 25 each.
And he also asks for the royal scribe, and you hear like a beep, 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 like out in the distance, and a fucking portly dude with bifocals comes running with a bag that's just got so much parchment in it, and he's running and he's running, and he finally gets out of the gatehouse with his funny little shoes like Roger, and almost like in a dust cloud slides in front of Roger and presents him three scrolls. And Roger looks down at him and goes, and he goes, oh, and he starts rustling around his bag and finds the fourth one and hands it to him. He presents you guys all with four marks of merit to enter the city of Veltenberg, which is the capital city for King Mortimer in this continent.
Nice. So I'm going to take 2 out of the 4. I'm going to stick one in my regular sack for Zippy when we go and find him. Well,
And
I guess I stick them both in there, but one's for Zippy.
Yep. And then Slug grabs his, looks at it, almost confused, and then grabs the 2 helpings of gold for him and Zippy and tosses Machiavelli his share. Chink. Machiavelli catches it. Machiavelli catches it with a jingle and has his You're so distracting,
Where
Jack.
do I add that? Hey, where do I add that?
Add that in your inventory.
So if you go to equipment, you can click on your currency.
Where's Slug? Why is Slug not in the bar with me? Like, if I beeline to the bar, he would have went with me.
You missed what he did. Him and the kid and Machiavelli were all getting high when Renal went back into the bar to get the seal.
That makes sense. Okay.
And then they started making fun of Renal. Yeah, no, I had to play your character for a second. You made him buy made him buy you 2 drinks.
Okay, cool.
He tried to settle on one, and I was like, Zippy wouldn't be down with one. He'd want 2.
No, I'd punch somebody in the face if they just bought me one.
So I'll take my gold as well. I forgot to grab that.
Yep, you got it. And the procession of armed men and Roger kind of start trickling down. The men on horseback take off almost like out of sight down the road and up towards the Witzeman camp. And you guys are left to decide what you are going to do here. Slug is immediately going to start huffing it back to the Hogsnot Inn.
I'm going to walk that way. I'm going to look for like an armory or a quartermaster shop on the way to
You hear the tink, tink, tink sound of a blacksmith. And you know that there's one somewhere, so I'll let you're on your soul-searching adventure to go to the blacksmith, right?
Yep, I'm just going to follow that team.
Okay. Machiavelli, what does you do?
I take a potion to wake up.
A wake-up potion? What's that?
You already took some wake-up snifter.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah, you got
you're
some
gonna
wake-up.
overdose. You were just at 2 health, and now you're gonna overdose again.
No, I'm feeling good now. All right.
Did you heal, by the way?
Yeah.
I think I just added. All right. I'm just along for the ride right now. We're just
Okay, so you're gonna follow Slug?
Yeah.
Okay, so
If we're
Machiavelli and Slug are going to the Hogsnot Inn. Boom! Slug kicks open the door. Machiavelli and Reggie follow him in to the Hogsnot and are like, "Hey!" to Zippy, who's at the bar. Hey! and Reggie does that face like, "Hey, we're back!" Hey! The dwarves that were there before are there again, drinking and eating, and they all regard them and kind of give everybody that is in the party like almost like a chuckle and like a dry smile, like these fucking guys again. Slug walks up and has to do like a fat man hop jump to get next to Zippy. Machiavelli, you following him?
Yes.
The innkeeper Amos looks and just is like just like, ugh.
More
These guys
ale.
Yeah, he like
More ale.
So Amos, all right, money's up. Slug looks at him almost like, hey, all right. I will give you some money this time, but I ain't fucking doing anything else. All right. He goes, all right, I get four for me, Zippy. You know what? Make it 6. Make it 6 drinks. Give us some meat, bread, cheese. Zippy, you know if that kid's coming or what?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, make sure you have like some porridge and some of your dark ale for the kid when he comes. Make us up some food. And Slug drops his 25 gold, tink, right on the table. because he knows him and his partner Zippy are well off, and they don't really need to worry about no bullshit no more.
25. That better be all night.
Yeah. So Amos grabs the bag, looks at it, shakes it, opens it up, and starts counting it. All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. Pitchers. We'll do it pitchers. 3 meals. 3 today. We'll start you off with lunch. We'll do 11sies, and we'll do dinner.
Whoa.
And you're down for 12 pitchers. 12 pitchers.
12 pitchers. Do you have 12 fingers? Are these small pitchers? Those small fingers?
This is as far as I go. So as he settles on with Slug on what the party arrangements are, Slug's gonna lean over kind of with his comrades to Mac and to Zippy. Do you guys want to stay here tonight, or do we want to try and make it to the capital?
Let's just get hammered tonight. Look, we need a little vacation. We need a little
It's a good way.
Slug ain't here. Maybe we should save some of this for the real Slug for our next adventure.
Yeah, absolutely. He while talking to you, he scruffs Reggie and he sets him up onto the bar and cracks open some nuts that were in a bowl there, so that Reggie can sit there and enjoy the friendship and the togetherness that the group is sharing. Moving to Renal, you find the blacksmith as he's banging away, working on the anvil. It looks like he's working on horseshoes.
Hello, fine sir. I apologize to interrupt your work. Do you by chance make weapons here?
He turns and looks at the kid. His face is ashen with soot, sweat. I
was really looking for either a dagger or a short sword. Do you have any of those here?
He points to the wall behind him with there's multiple different styles of daggers. He's got a couple bastard swords. There's a big claymore that's in the centerpiece of everything. Great sword that's horizontal up top. He's got some armor sitting there, and he's got a couple short swords that look almost elven in nature.
Okay. So I'm going to inspect the swords and daggers to see if it would be any better than what I currently have.
To you, it looks like one of the swords, specifically one of them, looks like they could possibly have way better craftsmanship than what you were able to scrounge up from the Woodland Realm. It looks like it may be a little heftier than your sword, but it looks like it's got some oomph. The daggers, though, they seem almost kind of the same make and style, weight, sharpness. Everything's kind of the same.
Okay. Would you mind if I swung this fine sword here around a little bit just to test the weight?
Knock yourself out.
Okay, so just pick that up, see how it feels.
It feels like it's got some heft to it, but you also like the way it feels. You almost feel like maybe if you trained with it, that it may wind up pretty decent sword.
Okay. How much would you be willing to part with this sword for?
He looks at it and he looks at you and he smells your bow and he doesn't like the smell of the bow and he looks at you again and he says, I'll take 100 for that. And you should probably take a bath because you stink like shite.
Take the bow with you.
So I assume I don't have the bow like armed at this point.
No, it just stinks.
Okay.
Ambient stinky.
If I take it out, does it smell worse?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I walk away, and right before I'm exiting his shop, I take the bow out.
Oh boy. You and roll a Constitution check.
Here we go.
7
Here we
plus
go for
1.
both pitchers.
Yeah, you're puking. He's puking all over the damn place. Just because he rolled a 2. He did not do good with his Constitution check. And he's mad now, so now he's throwing shit at you to shoo you out of his area.
Oh yeah, I was already leaving. We're good.
Okay. You going back to the Hawksnot Inn?
Actually, before that, and just like right before we take a break, do I see like a Fletcher anywhere around?
You would have noticed that the guy also that you just accosted with your bow also had crossbows, bows and arrows, arrowheads. Yeah.
All right, I put the bow away, and I'll meet them at the end.
Jeff,
God damn it!
you fucked that up so bad.
We're at the 2-hour mark. What do you guys want to continue, or do you want to hold off until Brock is back and got his shit together?
Yeah. Let's hold off.
Yeah, I think sitting at the bar.
So we'll go ahead and we'll round it off here with Renal. You come in quietly into the front of the Hawksnot Inn. Everybody at the bar from your gangs, hey! What do? You notice that next to them there's a place with porridge and dark beer and some cheese and bread for you waiting.
Hey, we have a party. We have a party with Reggie. Let's celebrate. It's Reggie's birthday.
Is this for me,
Reggie.
guys?
Yeah. Come here, you friggin' douchebag. Yeah.
I'll sit down and drink and eat.
And so our scene closes with the episode 3 of Greatest Story Ever Rolled. If you guys could like,
what
comment,
a great
share,
chapter.
Subscribe, help us out. Thicken that flow, thicken that stream, please. And yes, what a great chapter in the Greatest Story Ever Rolled. It actually had a happy ending.
Look how happy Reggie is.
I didn't get molested.
No, you didn't. You thought it was going to happen with that kid, though. I know you thought so. It looks like he's got human molars. Yeah.
I think he does. All right,
Reggie. So thank you everybody that tuned in. Thanks for everybody that's gonna creep us. We really appreciate it. Let us know, man. We'll get you stream key. Have you come on? We're looking to ramp up again here in a couple weeks here with some.
If anyone wants to join us, we can make a character and you can pop right in with us.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. You guys got anything else for everybody?
No. We have the Nameless program tonight. Lou, are you doing your show?
Maybe there'll be some maidens at the bar.
Lou, are you doing your show?
I am not positive. You are definitely doing your show.
Yeah. So why don't you do your show off ACTJ and we can share it later.
Yeah, because I've been getting banned left and right.
Yeah. So we'll do your show at 7 p.m. Eastern, and followed by the Nameless program at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a good time.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Joe. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care.
Uh, 2020, Bonnie and Clyde. Hello story. And you know who it is. MK Ultra.
27 hearts beat.
I'm the best, yo, stylish trash recycling. My bitch fuck your bitch with another bitch, I'm recycling. I'm the shit with another beat, I'm deciphering. Ooh, these niggas can't hide from him. Got a squad full of them, we go juggling and hide on them. Never was a fool, so I pull it with a bullet, gotta pull it with a bullet like they I did. Pull up in Nate's kid, you say bullets and ain't dead, that's they man, they heard he did. Lyrical prowess, not typical route to keep niggas from around me, they fuck up the vibe. I'm crashing, no visine in the median, vehicular homicide. And driving in the right side driver, swearing his bitch was down the ride. They never get caught up, didn't get brought up, we can call them Bonnie and Clyde. Clyde was a motherfucker, always hitting the blunt. Bonnie was a cheap bitch, selling the cunt. Clyde was that nigga, always holding the gun. Clyde was that nigga, always holding the gun. but Bonnie washed them doors and them pockets get running. Up and down that ass, they were having some fun. Clyde wrote a check that his mouth couldn't cash. Now he's laying in the ditch. Bonnie's still selling ass. No moral disorder. Got it from the top, got a disorder. Piss on them list longer than an Apalachicola. Tatted on my dick, call me. Now I'm channeling, climate the pendulum, hell too hot, I'm telling them. It's the rigorous mortis, atypical lord is who I am. I'm the verse king lurking, never put the pen down. Wouldn't want to be a man now, that's a man down. Fandom, Clyde, get him down, get him down, get him down. Fan out in the phantom. I run it out, burn it out, learn out, hurt out, lurk out, birds now. You assume that I'm human with a syphilis, super killer, but I heard assume what the fuck you really doing with it. Soon really gonna do it, follow do it, doesn't really mumble to it. Put him in the pot, I think it comes to a rabbit, get the rabbits in the cash fast. Too long with a bone and the last song, fast off. Wouldn't want to be a man now, that's the last song. Bitch. Fuck out of here. And you know, boy.